Life isn't always a walk in the park. Sometimes it feels like the universe is conspiring against you, throwing obstacle after obstacle in your path. That's where the phrase, "embrace the suck," comes in. It's not about giving up or resigning yourself to misery. It's about recognizing that discomfort, pain, and struggle are an inevitable part of life, and that they're essential to growth. By embracing these moments instead of resisting them, you can unlock a level of strength and resilience you never thought possible. This mindset can transform how you face challenges, turning them from moments of despair into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Think about the last time you were truly uncomfortable. Maybe it was during a tough workout, a grueling project at work, or an emotionally challenging conversation. In those moments, your first instinct might have been to avoid the situation, to shy away from the difficulty, and retreat into a space of comfort. But here's the thing: comfort doesn't lead to progress. Growth lives in the uncomfortable spaces, in the moments when you're stretched beyond what you think you're capable of. It's in those moments of suck that you learn what you're truly made of. The pain, the discomfort, and the challenge aren't there to break you, they're there to shape you. When you embrace the suck, you stop seeing challenges as barriers and start seeing them as stepping stones. It's a shift in mindset that changes everything. Instead of feeling victimized by your circumstances, and if you've done it before, you can do it again. It's not just about enduring pain for the sake of it. Embracing the suck is about finding purpose in the struggle. Every difficulty you face has the potential to teach you something valuable about yourself, about others, about the world. Maybe it's patience, perseverance, or the ability to stay calm under pressure. Maybe it's the realization that you're stronger than you thought, or that you have the power to inspire others through your resilience. Whatever the lesson, it's there if you're willing to look for it. Life doesn't hand out participation trophies for merely showing up. If you want to achieve something meaningful, you're going to have to put in the work, and sometimes that work will be grueling. But the effort is worth it. When you embrace the suck, you build mental toughness. You become someone who doesn't shy away from difficulty, but leans into it. Someone who sees adversity not as a reason to quit, but as a reason to push harder. Think about the great achievers throughout history. Do you think they reached their heights by avoiding discomfort? No. They faced rejection, failure, and countless moments of doubt. What set them apart wasn't talent alone, but their willingness to persist in the face of adversity. They embraced the suck because they understood that the struggle was part of the process. It's what gave them their edge, their grit, and ultimately their success. This doesn't mean you won't feel frustration, doubt, or even despair at times. Those emotions are normal, and it's okay to acknowledge them. But don't let them consume you. Recognize them for what they are: temporary feelings that don't define your journey. Every time you push through the discomfort, you're proving to yourself that you're stronger than you thought. You're building a foundation of resilience that will serve you for the rest of your life. Embracing the suck is also about letting go of the illusion of perfection. Too often, we get caught up in the idea that we need to have everything figured out, that we can't make mistakes or show weakness. But perfection is a myth, and striving for it will only hold you back. Real growth comes from making mistakes, learning from them, and moving forward. It's messy, it's uncomfortable, and it's imperfect, but that's what makes it real. When you adopt this mindset, you start to see challenges as opportunities to prove to yourself what you're capable of. Every setback becomes a setup for a comeback. Every failure becomes a stepping stone to success, and every moment of struggle becomes a testament to your strength and determination. This doesn't mean you have to go it alone. Part of embracing the suck is recognizing when you need help and being willing to ask for it. There's strength in vulnerability in admitting that you don't have all the answers and that you can't do it all on your own. Surround yourself with people who support you, who challenge you to be better, and who remind you of your worth when you forget. Together you can face the suck and come out stronger. At the end of the day, life isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about how you respond to it. Every person on this planet faces challenges, but not everyone responds to them in the same way. Some let their struggles define them, while others use them as fuel to grow. The choice is yours. Will you let the suck break you, or will you embrace it and use it to become the best version of yourself? Embracing the suck doesn't mean you have to love the struggle, but it does mean respecting it. It's about understanding that the pain, discomfort, and hardship are all part of the journey. They're the price you pay for growth, for success, for becoming the person you're meant to be. And while the journey may not always be easy, it will always be worth it. So the next time you find yourself in a moment of struggle, remind yourself to embrace the suck. Take a deep breath, square your shoulders, and face the challenge head on. Remind yourself that you've been through tough times before, and that you have the strength to get through this one too. Trust in your resilience, in your ability to adapt and overcome. And remember, the suck is temporary, but the growth it brings is permanent. The road ahead may be tough, but it's also full of possibility. Every step you take, no matter how difficult, is bringing you closer to your goals. Every moment of discomfort is an opportunity to grow stronger, to learn, and to become more resilient. So don't shy away from the suck. Embrace it, lean into it, and watch as you transform into someone who doesn't just survive adversity, but thrives because of it. When you think about life and all its challenges, it's easy to fall into the trap of wishing things were easier. We all fantasize about a life where everything falls into place effortlessly, where success comes without struggle, and where happiness is constant. But deep down, you know that's not reality. Real life is messy, unpredictable, and often uncomfortable. That's what makes it real, and that's why embracing the suck is so essential. It's not about accepting defeat, but about understanding that the struggle is part of the process, and ultimately, it's what makes the reward worthwhile. Let's talk about why discomfort is so powerful. Discomfort pushes you out of your comfort zone, and outside that zone is where growth happens. If you only stick to what's familiar, you'll never discover your full potential. Think about athletes who train relentlessly, pushing their bodies to the limit day after day. The pain they endure isn't pointless. It's what makes them stronger, faster, better. The same principle applies to any area of life, whether it's building a career, nurturing relationships, or developing yourself as a person. Growth requires effort, and effort often comes with discomfort. When you embrace the suck, you begin to see those uncomfortable moments as necessary steps on the path to greatness. It's like climbing a mountain. The journey is exhausting, and there are times when you want to turn back, but the view from the top makes it all worth it. The same is true for any goal you set. The process may be grueling, but the result will be something you can be proud of, something that's entirely yours because you earned it. There's another key element to embracing the suck: gratitude. It might sound strange to feel grateful for hardship, but consider this: every challenge you face is an opportunity to learn and grow. When you're in the middle of a tough situation, it's hard to see it that way, but when you look back on your life, you'll realize that the moments of greatest struggle often taught you the most valuable lessons. They made you stronger, more resilient, and more compassionate. They shaped you into the person you are today. So instead of resenting the suck, try to find gratitude for it. Thank it for the lessons it's teaching you and for the strength it's helping you build. The truth is, no one escapes life without struggle. It's a universal experience. What sets people apart is how they respond to it. Some people let adversity defeat them. They give up or become bitter. Others use it as fuel. They rise to the occasion, facing their challenges head-on and emerging stronger on the other side. The choice is yours. Will you let the suck define you, or will you use it as a tool to create a better version of yourself? It's important to acknowledge that embracing the suck isn't about ignoring your emotions or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's okay to feel frustrated, scared, or overwhelmed. Those feelings are valid and they're part of the human experience. But instead of letting them paralyze you, use them as a catalyst for action. Let them remind you that you're alive, that you're capable of feeling deeply, and that you're strong enough to face whatever comes your way. Part of embracing the suck is realizing that failure is not the end. Failure is a stepping stone. Every successful person has failed countless times, but they didn't let those failures stop them. They learned from them, adapted, and kept moving forward. Failure is not a reflection of your worth. It's simply a sign that you're trying, that you're putting yourself out there, and that you're willing to take risks. When you embrace the suck, you stop fearing failure and start seeing it as a necessary part of growth. Another crucial aspect of this mindset is resilience. Life will knock you down. There's no avoiding that. But what matters is how quickly you get back up. Resilience isn't about never falling. It's about always rising. It's about finding the strength to keep going even when it feels like the odds are stacked against you. And the more you practice resilience, the stronger it becomes. Every time you push through a tough situation, you're training yourself to handle whatever comes next. Embracing the suck also means taking responsibility for your own life. It's easy to blame external circumstances for your struggles, but true growth comes from taking ownership of your situation. No matter how unfair or challenging life may seem, you always have a choice in how you respond. You can choose to let the suck defeat you, or you can choose to rise above it. Taking responsibility for your own life is empowering because it puts the power back in your hands. It reminds you that you are in control of your own destiny. This mindset doesn't just apply to big, life-changing challenges. It's just as relevant in the small, everyday moments. Maybe it's waking up early to go to the gym when you'd rather sleep in. Maybe it's having a difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Maybe it's putting in extra effort at work when no one is watching. These moments may not seem significant on their own, but they add up. Every time you choose to embrace the suck, you're building a habit of perseverance and resilience. The beauty of this mindset is that it's universal. It doesn't matter who you are or what you're facing. Anyone can learn to embrace the suck. It's not about having special skills or talents, it's about making a choice. It's about deciding that you won't let hardship define you, that you'll face every challenge with courage and determination, and that you'll keep moving forward no matter what. When you embrace the suck, you start to see yourself differently. You realize that you're stronger than you thought, that you're capable of more than you imagined. You begin to trust yourself and your ability to handle whatever comes your way, and that confidence carries over into every aspect of your life. It changes how you approach challenges, how you interact with others, and how you view yourself. So the next time you find yourself in a tough situation, remember this: you've faced hard times before and you've come out stronger. You have what it takes to get through this too. Embrace the suck, lean into the discomfort, and trust that it's all part of the process. Because on the other side of the struggle is a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of yourself. And that's something worth fighting for.